What if the greatest catastrophe in human history was not caused by a flood, but by angels? Before the world was washed clean, ancient scripture speaks of beings who crossed a forbidden boundary. They were not demons, they were angels. They were called the Watchers, and what they created changed the fate of humanity forever. This is the story of the Watchers and the Nephilim. Long before Noah built the ark, the world was not as we know it today. Civilizations rose and fell. Knowledge spread rapidly. Humanity advanced in ways we still struggle to understand. But Scripture tells us that something went terribly wrong. In the book of Genesis, we read a mysterious passage. The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they took them as wives. This short verse opened the door to one of the most controversial stories in the Bible. Who were the sons of God, and why did their actions bring judgment upon the earth? Ancient Jewish writings, especially the Book of Enoch, call these beings the Watchers. They were not ordinary angels. They were appointed to observe humanity, to guide them, to protect them. But something changed. The Watchers looked upon human women and desired what was forbidden. They were not sent. They chose to descend. 200 angels left their heavenly domain and came to earth. Their leader was called Semjaza, and their rebellion would reshape history. The Watchers did more than break a divine boundary. They taught humanity things never meant to be known: weapons of war, enchantments and sorcery, astronomy and hidden sciences, the secrets of metals and alchemy. Humanity was not ready. Violence increased. Corruption spread. The earth became filled with bloodshed. Knowledge without wisdom became destruction. The union of the Watchers and human women produced something unnatural. The Nephilim, giants, mighty warriors of ancient times, men of renown, but they were not heroes. They were a catastrophe. They consumed everything. When food ran out, they turned on humanity, and when humans were gone, they devoured each other. The world descended into chaos. Scripture tells us that God saw the corruption of the earth, and he acted. The Watchers were bound, chained in darkness until the day of judgment. The Nephilim were destroyed, and a flood was sent to cleanse the world. Noah was not just saved from water. He was preserved to restart humanity without corruption. The story of the Watchers is not just ancient history. It is a warning. Knowledge without humility destroys. Power without obedience corrupts. And crossing forbidden boundaries always leads to collapse. The same pride that fell Lucifer fell the Watchers, and the same choice still stands before us today. The Watchers were not myths. They were not legends. They were a warning written into Scripture. This was Bible Uncovered. Subscribe to continue the journey into the hidden truths of ancient Scripture.